Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown. Today, we're going to take a look at some more fourth-line targets for the Edmonton Oilers. Alan Mitchell, aka Lowtide of The Athletic, looked at more targets today for the Edmonton Oilers on the fourth line. The two players he keyed in on as being the best bets for a one-year $775K deal were Dennis Mulligan and Pius Suter. Lowtide describes Dennis Mulligan as follows. Dennis Mulligan is right-handed and plays some center, but is best described as a depth skill winger. He scored 13 goals last season, experiencing a spike in shooting percentage, and has some good two-way acumen. He's a smaller forward, 5'9", 177 pounds, and the Oilers might be open to adding an undersized winger, with Kyler Yamamoto no longer on the roster. Pius Suter is one of the more interesting names on the list. A lefty center, he isn't close to famous, but he played 12 minutes a night at 5-on-5 during 2022-2023, and posted rock-solid numbers for a struggling team. Edmonton could slide him in at center on the fourth line and test his offensive prowess higher in the lineup, should injuries occur. He won 48% of his faceoffs at 5-on-5 and scored a couple of shorthanded goals. Both players could be decent bets for the Oilers at 1 year, $775K. If you happen to sign one of the guys and a better option comes along later, you can always throw them on waivers, send them down to Bakersfield. If they clear, you just have more depth down there. The Oilers are currently only using 40 of their 50 contract slots, so they have plenty of room to add. Obviously, just the hold up is cap space. But like I said, if you sign a player, they don't work out, you need the cap space, just send them down. Maybe you lose them on waivers. If you don't, there's some added depth in Bakersfield. Personally, I think Paul Stastny is still the most intriguing option out there for the Edmonton Oilers for a fourth-line center position. As Lowtide notes in his article, it's probably doubtful that Stastny would sign a one-year $775K deal, which is pretty much what the Oilers would need him to do. So don't know if he's a realistic option, but if things don't work out for him throughout the summer and he's still available there come training camp, I think the Oilers could do a lot worse than bringing in Stastny. Sportsnet's Mark Spector reported the following today on UFA center Jonathan Toews. When CAA agency sent its list of free agents to NHL teams prior to July 1st, the list excluded client Jonathan Toews. It does not sound, at this time, like he will play next season. Final decision not yet made. So as Mark notes, we don't have a 100% final decision from Jonathan Toews on next year yet, but it's looking bleaker and bleaker, and I think the Oilers should definitely be looking at other options. I would have been for Jonathan Toews coming in as a fourth-line center, but at this point, it doesn't look like that's going to be an option. Well, I think that's all for now, guys. Just wanted to throw out those fourth-line targets your way, give you an update on Jonathan Toews. Is there a target out there that you really want the Oilers to go after for the fourth line? Let me know the name in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.